Well then, welcome to the Standpoint. Yes, we're still celebrating the month of love and love as in the, and today we are talking about an extraordinary love. No, not the romantic love. But I'm going to talk to a very young, daring young lady. She just blows my mind. Her dreams, her determination. She came all the way from Sunyani to Accra with a purpose, with a mission, and a vision, and she has started living it. Sometimes when she talks to me about her plans, I get like, but you know what? The beauty about life is that the people who look up to us, who call us mommy, auntie, sister, big sister, we must believe in them to achieve greater things than we can ever imagine. Anyway, welcome to the Standpoint. Today, my guest is a beautiful young lady called Sylvia. She is the CEO or the president of Women in Entrepreneurship Ghana. Yeah, the young women. Well, she has a story to share that will motivate you, that will get you charged up to love yourself enough to believe in yourself, to move. It's still the beginning of only the second month of January. So we're going to move whichever way possible. Let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth. My dress is by Leran Collections, and of course my hair by Inshilo GH. Inshilo, as always, has a program coming up. And young people out there and old people who need the extra income, you have to get involved in it. And we will tell you about that later. My makeup product, always by Note Cosmetics. And today my makeup is by Charios Beauty Studio. We take a break. When we come back, we meet this amazing young lady. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. And yes, today I'm about to get to know a young, daring lady who I call my daughter. But when I come across her every time, I realize I don't know much about her. But she wows me. I'm impressed with her. I'm so proud of her. And I believe that she's an example for a lot of young people who are daring to dream and wonder if they can ever realize their dreams. So that's why she's here. And I get the opportunity to speak to her one-on-one. She is Sylvia Trinebua Kodria. She is the president of the Women in Entrepreneurship Ghana, and also the brain behind Women in Entrepreneurship Awards, which held its first of maiden edition last year. And I was privileged to be one of those to be on it. I must say, though she kept me, involved. When the event took place, I realized she underestimated herself and her capabilities. So this year, I believe, is going to be extra. Welcome to the Standpoint, Sylvia.
Thank you so much.
Well, let me say thank you to all those who are supporting us for a special Love Month program. And yes, as hard as I try, I'm still growing old, 52 is not a small age, so I still need my glasses. But there are younger people who even wear glasses, so it has nothing to do with age, Well, let me say thank you to Jandel. Thank you so much for supporting us. E-Cakes Ghana. Zesuza Catering Services, thank you so much. G8 Perfume Mall. Egudzi, thank you. Liz Jumbo Aromatics. And I got to know him through this beautiful young lady here. And he's been a support since November. Thank you so much. Note Cosmetics, thank you, thank you, thank you. And all these, people who are supporting us, you can count on them. When whatever the occasion, birthday, anniversary, whatever it is, go to Chandel, you get a beautiful hamper. E-Cakes will give you the most beautiful cake, creative cake that you can ever think of. Zezuza, throughout Christmas and all the beautiful hampers that are the food hampers, she did. Her food is mwah. Jade Perfume Mall, East Legon, near American House. You get there, you'll be confused. She puts together the most amazing, perfume and scented products that you can ever think of. A Goodzy quality beads. A Goodzy is fancy, is treasure. Her beads are to be treasured. Les Jumbo Aromatics. When you look up their studio, you see all the diffusers. Every scent for car, for home, for studio, for wherever, even outdoor, he's got it. And when you enter my studio today, did you smell it? Yes, I did. You'll be amazed. Note Cosmetics, all the makeup shades that you need. And it's been proven and tested. It works on your face as well. One of these days, I'll do a show without makeup, and you see my skin. Yes, me, myself, I believe myself. For a 52-year-old woman who has hustled, when you see my skin, she say, yeah, Jami Odo. Sylvia, what has been the feedback since we held the awards last year, the maiden edition?
So we held it on the 13th, and we left the venue on the 14th. So you see, 13th to 14th. So we left the venue on the 14th. So the 15th was my birthday. And that's when I got a lot of feedbacks. I got people telling me that they used to see me as a very ordinary person until they attended the event. That was when they realized that, oh no, we got it all wrong. And there are a lot of people who did not expect it to blow the way it did, including me.
Thank you. I was going to ask you, that did you?
No, I did not expect it.
So who were some of the people you honored as part of the awards? Okay,
so there was a very, very, very big surprise. There was a very big surprise. I invited the diaspora ambassador, Her Excellency Erica Bennett.
Yes.
She was out of the country when I invited her. And on the day of the event, another Henry, Ambassador Nancy Sam, told me that she's going to pick somebody from the airport. So I was like, oh, okay. Maybe she wants to bring somebody along. I was there, and the diaspora ambassador was in. She traveled all the way from the US to attend the event.
And how did that make you feel? Because before then, Sabin Predriasa, nobody knew you.
Yes. Well, it was unbelievable to see her there. And the fact that I was the reason she actually came to Ghana at that time blew me away. That was when I realized how close God is to me. I was dumbfounded. I didn't know what to tell her. So I remember going down on my knees there in my white dress and thanking her for coming. I wasn't expecting her to come at all. And Ambassador Nancy Sam, she's the Vice President of ECOWAS Private Tourism Confederation. And Stacey Amwatin was there.
Yeah.
Tego Sisters.
Yeah.
Then one of the representatives of the France ambassador was also there. Then you came, then Nana and Sakwao. Beman who fair. Nice man. He came with that, yeah. Some of the Henrys weren't able to be there in person.
Yeah.
Some of them had traveled.
Yeah.
So they had to.
But the room was packed. Some people couldn't even get seats to sit on.
I didn't know about that. I was told earlier that they had to beg some people to move out of the train,
yes,
so that other people
can
get in and sit down. Yes.
What is the brain behind this whole awards?
So
okay, let's talk about the group first. What is the brain behind the Women in Entrepreneurship Ghana?
So I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My dad is one, my mom is one. They've never been employed anywhere before. And growing up, I didn't know I had that spirit in me. So when I got
So what does your mom do?
She's into spare parts.
Okay.
She also produces Tom Brown.
Okay.
My mom does basically everything. I'm like, hey.
Okay.
Yes. There is nothing that I can do. I can change my profession just tomorrow or today.
Okay, hold on. We are not talking about you now. We are talking about your mother.
So,
so your mother is an all-round entrepreneur.
Round.
Okay, and your dad?
My dad is into spare parts.
Okay, so your mom and your dad work
They
together.
work together.
The spare
yes,
parts. Okay,
yes.
okay.
So as early as class 1, I remember that my mom used to send me to school with some of these Tom Brown packs. And I was also interested in some profits. So I told her that if I'm able to sell them for her, she would give me kakra.
Yeah.
And this is something you always hear in my house. Mefia o pesika o. Akwaketo na pesika sa no. Wouldn't sika dio.
And she's a Friday born just like me.
So my mom will keep on screaming. Like whenever I say something like that, she thinks that, oh no, it's not normal for a kid to start searching for money like that. So when I got to SHS, I became the entertainment prefect, Kumasi Anglican Senior High School. So when I became the entertainment prefect, I was like, how can I make money out of this?
You know, I was also entertainment prefect at
the day that I heard it, I was like, that's why. So at that time, if you receive a letter, the entertainment prefect gets some money from it, and later on they cancelled it.
Okay.
So I was looking for ways to make money out of the letter. So I was like, why don't I customize these writing parts and something called a hala sheet, which I created. So let's say I'm writing a letter to you in Infansimai,
okay,
and somebody wants to say hello to somebody in your class. You don't need to write a letter. You just buy my hala sheet and write your hala, like hello, and add it to the letter. So I started selling these writing pads and hala sheets. And I made a lot of money in SHS. So after SHS, I tried a lot of businesses and they did not work. In fact, sometimes I'll record 0% profit, nothing. So it was level 200 at Wisconsin.
okay.
Then I decided to start cooking. And when I did it, within a month, it was so successful. In fact, when my cooking business was like 3 months, people thought I was already 2 years. Because it was doing so well. So that's when I realized that, oh, okay, it's not that I am a wannabe or I am trying so hard to be an entrepreneur. I think I am. And this is proof. And before I started that business, something told me that, you always start this business.
It fails.
It fails. And people be like, yeah, then you do it again. And people are even tired of you already. Because every day you have an idea. You always have an idea and it never works. So when I was getting into that food business, something was like, hey.
Be careful.
Yes,
It will not work.
It won't work. Don't do it again. So I told myself that, okay, for the last time, I'm going to go and try if it doesn't work. Then I took the experiences from all the past businesses and I put that together. And it worked. So I realized that there are like hundreds and thousands of people outside like me who would need some sort of guidance or mentoring or coaching. So why don't I bring all of us together and see how best we can do this together. So
that's how
yes.
it started.
Yes.
Right, let me take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the now, because anytime I post to people tell me, I want to be part of it, how can I be part of it? But that's an interesting journey that has, brought you this far.
Yes.
Counting on your own failures and challenges and wanting to help others not to make the same mistakes that you have made.
Yes.
It's only a fear who can do this. A fear pet.
Read this.
Yeah, you fifi. You bury us, will germinate.
Oh, amen.
Wallahi. Well, let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth. My dress is by Leran Collections. Thank you so much. Hair by Inshilo G8. Follow her on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Makeup product always by Note Cosmetics. We'll be back. welcome back and thank you for staying. I'm talking to a lady who is a very, very daring. And indeed, if you listen to us right from the beginning, you know that she is truly a daring young lady. Let me say thank you to House of Food, Auntie Vera and the team. Thank you so much. Auntie Vera, thank you for what you did for me during Christmas. I mean, I'm so grateful. All the food for the kids and everything. We are so, so grateful to you. Let me say thank you to Cake Technique, Cleaning Services, everything cleaning, just call on them. They will do it for you. Thank you to Kodam's Gift and Stationery, everything gift, everything stationery. Your kids going to school, whatever the occasion, go to Kodam's or call them. Thank you to Juice Time, from the farm to the bottle. They have it all. It's a whole chain, and it's 100% fruit juices. Puma Drinks and Awake Purified Mineral Water by Casapreco Company Limited. We are grateful. Go to you, God's Ghana, made in Ghana. And next month, March, we are celebrating made in Ghana products. So we are going to have exciting program, and you call us if you want to advertise your products on it. There are 4 weeks with repeats. And you also give us product to give to our audience as well. But if you want to be featured on the program itself, it's at a different cost altogether. So you'll hear from us very soon. Thank you to all our supporters. We are extremely grateful to all of them. Now, so you decided to bring young people who are going through the same thing that you went through.
Yes, please.
Based on your experience, to help them and guide them.
Yes, please.
How was it like mobilizing them, especially since they are young women? How did you identify them?
I always talk about this, that your circle can make or make you. So when I had the idea, I had to follow my circle. And a few of us came together.
Okay.
And it's quite surprising that you meet somebody today and the person would be so part of you and would want to push your agenda or your dreams so much.
Yeah.
So we started from one point. We started talking to people about what we do. And within a week, we already had like 250 members within a week. Then we moved to around 500 members later on. And we kept on getting these women. And right now, we're not just young women. We have a lot of
older women.
But it seems that the youth
are dominating. Okay,
yes.
So now you have a membership of how many?
We have about 3,000 members nationwide. Yes.
About 3,000 members nationwide.
Yes,
and
please.
you are the president.
Yes, please.
So how do you mobilize? How do you interact with them? How, what do you do as a group?
So with the easiest way we interact is through WhatsApp.
Okay.
So we have weekend business studies. We have business conferences. We also talk about things that affect women. So not only about businesses.
Yeah.
Sometimes we enter
Empowerment
homes.
is also part of it. Yeah.
Yes, we enter homes, and if anybody has any problem, the person just has to tell us on the platform, and people will come with answers. Any sort of help or support you need, you just let us know on the platform. Your sisters or their sisters will come to help them. So,
and how do we ensure confidentiality? Because in this age of screenshots and
yes, we are using this anonymous system. It's a website where you can send messages, but nobody will know where it's coming from.
Okay.
So that
smart girl.
So we use the anonymous system.
Okay.
So on Saturdays you find these links on our platforms. So you can just tap on the link and send us anything. But I get people coming to me
directly.
Yes, directly, and they tell me what they're going through. Some of them are really alarming, and I wonder how they were able to come to me with such a problem. Like, do you trust me that much? I have people coming to tell me that they are HIV positive and that they got it from their husbands, and they would want me to advise the young ladies, and this was going on. And I'm like, no, am I supposed to know this? So sometimes they come to me, and when I'm relaying the information or I'm advising them, I don't mention the person's name.
Of course.
And it stays between the two of us.
Now, let's move into the award scheme. What what led to that? Why did you decide to honor women on entrepreneurship, people in your group? Because most of the people who won the awards, you could see their excitement. Some of them, it's their first ever award, to receive in their life, and some of them, they are students, and what led to that?
So I realized that people don't celebrate small wins, and it's not the best. And looking at what I went through, I realized
that. So people don't celebrate small wins.
Yes, people don't do that. They want you to be there. They want you to have the name. And some people have the name, but they are not doing much.
Exactly.
The struggles these women go through, if they sit you down to tell you about it, you will not believe them. You're going to doubt them. I deal with them on a daily basis. And I realized that, hey, why don't we push them? Like, let's award them. They need it. I don't need Macrosa or Sedenam or Mr. Gifty or Victoria to get there before I realize that she's doing something big. So that's why I was like, hey, if you guys are not going to award or honor my girls, let me do it. You don't know what they're going through. I know what they're going through. I know their wins. I've been with some ladies for 2 years, and how they've grown their businesses in the space of 2 years is just amazing.
Yeah. The granular, the packaging is something else.
Yes.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said, the packaging. I wish you had brought some for us to, but, there'll be another opportunity, yeah.
So I remember that starting with a lot of these women, they didn't even have money to pay for flyers. So I had to design for them and also pay other people to make their flyers for them. And now I look at them flourishing in their businesses, restocking every now and then, and I'm so happy to see them, like from where they came from and where they are today. So I think it's a step in the right direction to actually award them and honor them, for them to feel that, hey, we are doing great.
And
let's
that
do
night
more.
there were tears.
There were tears.
People cried.
Right.
Excitement.
For you. Yes, a lady cried because of you.
My media girl.
Yes.
And the students who want student entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs like, them, the two of them who are in school and still working, and they won awards. And
they were crying.
Well done. I think it is a laudable initiative. And you're going to continue this year as well?
Yes. This year we are planning to do it earlier, October. Last year was November.
Right, yeah.
This year October. We want to now reach out to all women who are doing something, who have started businesses. Looking at our part of the world, business is not for a woman at that time. But right now, women are doing really well.
Yes.
Still, it will surprise you to know that there are still a lot of men out there who think women are not supposed to be in business.
Yeah.
They think they're supposed to still stay at home, and you want to rub shoulders with me, and who do you think you are to start a business and all that? Because I get people coming to me. We want to preach that women can. Women should be given the opportunity.
Women can and should. Yeah.
People haven't gotten that thing well. They haven't gotten the concept. They have not agreed. Some women are into businesses and their husbands are not even supporting them. Yeah. They've allowed them to do the business because they think that if they try to stop them, their pastors are going to hear of it and all that. They don't want them to go into business. So this time, we're looking at all scales of businesses to come on board, and we're encouraging the small, the micro, small, medium ones to come on board. Much this year, so that we can push them to. But
and how can they come on board? What number do they call? What platform do they join? Okay, so with our awards, you don't even need to join our platform, because we have a lot of members who are not even on the platform. But they are still members. Okay. With ours, if you want to be part of this, we are going to open nominations on the 2nd of April. Okay. So for now, you can hang around our social media platforms. That's Women in Entrepreneurship _awards. Women in Entrepreneurship _Ghana. Right. That's on Instagram.
That's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Or you can call 0543 550 550.
The number again.
0543 550 550.
Okay. To be a member or to inquire.
If you want to
about
be a
it.
member, you can call or
All
inquire
right.
about that.
Okay. Let me take another break. When we come back, I would want us to get to know this lady proper. When she came, she left Sunyayi to Accra. What was she thinking? What was the dream? You know, and we understand where she is and why she's so passionate and is not stopping now. Well, let me say thank you to Chariots Beauty Studio for my makeup today. And also thank you to Standing Florals for the plants and the studio. See, that's my natural wall right behind me. These are artificial, and the other ones, they are all natural plants. You know, natural, 100% natural plants. So contact her. Her number is on the screen, or follow her on Instagram and Facebook, and for her to hook you up. And then right opposite me is my wall of awards, all these awards, including this one. That was 2021. 2 for the standpoint, the rest is all me. In the name of Jesus, amen. Amen. Let me also say thank you to Jandel for supporting our Love My February programs. Jandel, E-Cakes Ghana, Zesuza Catering Services, G8 Perfume Mall, Everything Perfumes, you get it there. A Goodsy Beats, the quality beads, you get it from there. Liz Jumbo Aromatics for all your diffusers and, you know, scented flavors and perfumes and whatever it is you want to put anywhere you find your office, home, studio, car, everywhere. He's got it. Note Cosmetics, thank you, thank you, thank you. We take a break. When we come back, we get to meet this woman proper, where she is coming from, Sunyayi. Welcome back to the Stanford again. I say thank you to Yep Cleaning Services, everything cleaning, I mean home, office, whatever it is, just call on them, they'll do it for you. Thank you to Auntie Vera, that's House of Food, thank you. Thank you to Juice Time, Go Got Yogurt by Penta Foods, Cake Technique, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kodam's Gift and Stationery, everything gift and stationery, they've got it. Thank you to Standing Floral and a Decor, your gardens, your office, they call them, they'll come and do it for you. We are so grateful to all of them, everybody who support us. And please, we need sponsorship to stay on air. Sponsorship, please. And remember, in March, we are going to have the Ghana month. So if you produce local or made in Ghana product, whatever it is, you pay, and then you give us products to give to our panelists who will be coming to on the set to talk about everything Ghana, our culture, our food, whatever it is. And these programs will be aired throughout the month of March, every Sunday, 6:30 p.m. on Joy Prime, on Facebook and YouTube at 8 p.m. still Sunday. And it will stay on these two platforms forever. We'll never take it off. And then on Thursdays, 11 p.m., the program will be repeated on Joy Prime. And then aside that, you get 2 live presenter mentions on the program. Your product will be showcased when we are giving it to the guest. And so you get all the exposure that you need. That's throughout the month of March. And so you call 020-886-1919 or 0543-618182. You can also send a WhatsApp, and I will be the one to respond to you and then speak with you. But if you want to come on as a guest to come and talk about your made in Ghana product, to sit here like this and talk about it, that comes at a different cost. So you call me 020-886-1919 and we talk about that as well. Hope you will take advantage of that and do it ASAP. Sunyayi girl, Did you grow up in Sunyani?
Yes. I was born, bred and battered in Sunyani.
So your school life, you stayed in Sunyani?
Yes, up to JHS.
Up to JHS?
Yes.
Now, at what point did you come to Accra?
So let me start from SHS.
Okay.
So I was supposed to be a science student because I was so great at science. And I wasn't just so great at science, almost every subject. But my science teacher thought that I'll best fit there. My mom was like, no, read business. So later on I read business. And there was this teacher, may his soul rest in peace. They've not even buried him.
Oh.
He's still cold. There's one teacher who came to me when I was in SHS 3. He was very close to me, and he said it in front of the class that do you know that you're a law student? And I said no. But I had said it in the class that I won't further any course in business. So he kept on saying it. So people started calling me lawyer.
Okay.
In class.
In class.
So after school, I almost read business. In fact, I had admission in one of the universities to go and study business management, human resource option. So we paid half of the school fees. And later on, my dad woke up from nowhere and was like, no, you need to read law. I was like, really? Are you sure? Because that's what I want to do. And he said, yes. And at that time, I don't want to get too emotional about this story. At that time, my dad was facing so many difficulties from top, down, left, right, center. So the day he told me that I want you to read law, I asked him that how?
How are we going to do it?
How are we going to do it?
It's expensive.
And you're talking about Wisconsin. How? Because at that time, my brother was out of the country to Ukraine to study, and he didn't have any sort of sponsorship.
So you were paying, your parents were paying the money?
Paying. And I knew what was going on at home. And my dad said that, Nyame, go. So I bought the forms, came to Accra and all that. I came to Accra in 2016. And Auntie Gifty, this story is too difficult for me. I don't know where to start from. But I can tell you that the whole of a week, I lived on 20 cedis. I had to go to school. I had to eat from that money. I had to do everything with that money. Maximum 30 cedis. My dad couldn't afford a hostel at that time, so I had to live with family. And imagine moving from Kwabenya to Hacho. Yeah. See, there's always this kind of hold up there.
Yeah, the traffic.
So I have to wake up early, some house chores, walk to Atomic Down, get a trust key, go to school. And when I go to school and I'm hungry, at that time they were selling a pack of rice around 15 cedis. I remember there was a day I followed some seniors to a restaurant. I thought I would have gotten, Sunyani living is also different. Yeah. In Sunyani, if you have like 8 cedis, even 5 cedis.
You're cool.
You're cool, even at that 2016. If you have 5 cedis, cool in him. Yeah. And the thing is, I grew up as a dadaba. Yeah. In fact, if you go to Sunyani right now, everybody knows my father. Yeah. I grew up as a real dadabi. Yeah. A lot of cars, big businesses. And I'm the only girl, so yeah. So I wasn't used to that kind of life.
Hardship.
And when I go to school, food was 15 cedis.
And from it that you can't afford the 15 cedis.
And I'm living on 20 cedis for a week. So I remember following them to the restaurants. They bought food and I was just sitting there, I was looking at them. I was so hungry. And one of the ladies said that, hey, you can have my food. She ate some of the food and she gave, and I ate it. I was so hungry at that time, and these people realized that I don't have money. So whenever they're going out, they have to take me along. And that time, breakfast was like 5-6 cedis. I'm living on 20 cedis for the whole week. How can I go and buy breakfast for 6 cedis or 5 cedis? Even 2 cedis, what could me? Because I would have to board Trotsky in and out and all that. So accommodate me. I suffered so much till I met one lady in my class who was socketing me small. She will cook. I'll go and eat. And when I'm done with school, I would have to stay in traffic for close to 2 hours to get home. And when I get to Atomic Down, I have to come down from the Trotsky and walk for like 10 minutes before I get to my house and go and work. So it happened for a very, very, very long time. I was hungry. I was sad. I didn't get time to study. My grades were not so good because look at this, such a bright student coming in. So I remember that there is a man in our faculty. He works with the faculty officer. He called me and was like, looking at some of your marks here and there, I think you are very, very brilliant. Is anything wrong with you? So everything is fine. Auntie Gifty, the things I went through, I can't mention everything here. When we resume to school and people are taking lists of books to buy, I dare not go for list for what?
Can't.
So as a law student, in level 100, I had no book. So I had to beg people to take their books, soft copies here and there, and all that. So I just came to carry my degree and go back to Sunyani. Nothing more, nothing less. I just came for my degree.
Go back.
And go back. But God had so many plans for me. I think when I was entering level 200, I told my dad that if I don't go to campus, so allow me, let me go to campus. And
that is stay on campus.
Yes. And God was so good that the first result I had from campus, I got about 4 or 5 A's and a B.
Great difference.
Great difference. So when I got that result, I was so happy. And I went back to that faculty officer. I said, "Sir, look at my grades. If I'm able to keep this up, or maybe in the next exams I'm able to have all A's, am I going to land the first class?" He said no.
Why?
I had bad grades.
Yeah, previously.
Yes. And it had done me a lot of bad things in level 100. That day, I felt like going back to Sunyani.
You're so determined on getting the first class.
I felt like going back to Sunyani. And something told me that, hey, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So why don't you do all that you can, and let's see where this will take you. And the Gifty. Yesterday I was thinking about my story. I don't want to say everything here. I cried. I even cried on the bus when we were coming. And God being so good, I landed the second class upper, very close to first class.
Yeah.
And looking at where I was coming from, I had to live on 20 cedis for a week. And now I eat what I want.
So now you have your degree in law.
Yes, I have a degree in law.
Are you working with it? Where do you want to go with this? Are you going to continue to do the full course? Because I know you are doing something else in security or something.
Yes.
Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing?
Okay, so when I got to level 300, you know, when I was a kid, I used to watch these CSI, crime scene and all that. I developed an interest. So I was like, hey, why don't I get into it? You know, it has a bearing with law.
Law.
And when I researched, there was something called a forensic attorney.
Okay.
And I've not seen any forensic attorney in Ghana.
Okay.
So why don't I become the first forensic attorney in Ghana? So I realized that there was this foreign course, and it was, I think they had started like 2 weeks already, and I told my parents about it. Things were getting better for my parents at that time. They were coming back from their problems.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, hey, get me my checkbook. At that time, they didn't have much, but I thought that was my mom's last money.
Yeah.
Gave me my checkbook, and she gave me the money. That day, I left, we were on vacation, I left Sunyani to Kumasi that very day to start my course. So I read Security Intelligence and Forensic Studies. Then a year after, I read the advance of that course. And recently, I was on TV3 talking like this, and there was a man on Zoom. Immediately, I finished talking. I wasn't even talking about security. I wasn't talking about forensics. I think Belamundi, in her introduction, mentioned that I have read a course in that. The man said it 3 times on air that I have a scholarship for her.
Wow.
Yeah, just like that. I wanted to scream on set. I couldn't. So I was sandwiched in between 2 guys. So they all gave me high five. And thank God I'm done with that course, and I'm going to graduate next month.
No, wait. You actually, he gave you the scholarship.
Yes.
And you've done that course.
Yes, and I'm going to
in what?
That's professional private investigation. So by next month, I'll be a professional private investigator.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I was definitely right when I said that you are a daring young lady.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes, wow.
You haven't answered me. Are you going to continue the law?
So I'm coming.
To do your LL whatever. Me time soon. So let's jump forward.
So I'm going to do the LLB.
Okay.
And combine what Doyen Institute gave to me.
Okay.
That's the professional course.
Okay.
Then when I get it, I'll add something small to it. Then I'll become the first ever forensic attorney in Ghana.
And you told me you'll be my lawyer.
Oh, that one, dear. Even if you don't have case, we need to go and look for case. Like, you have to do something so that I can go and represent you. Do you know why I said that?
No.
Let me say it. So when I started the WIEA dream, that is the Women in Entrepreneurship Awards dream, what I said is that I want to meet Onheneri Gifty auntie. I think I need to do this with her. I need this woman. And something told me that, oh, who are you? Who are you to meet Gifty auntie? So I was quite surprised when I received that email from you. I will never forget the email. And the email started with, "Dear Madam." Me, Gifty auntie is calling me Madam.
I've withdrawn that statement. That salutation. I've withdrawn it.
So I was like, me, Madam, from Gifty auntie. So after getting to know you, the first day I met Auntie Gifty, it was like she's a lost mother and we connected. And she just came through for me. I didn't have to talk much. Her reception. We've been like this from day one.
Yeah.
From the first minute we met. We've been like this.
Yeah.
And how you single-handedly carried WIA on your shoulder last year. It's like, no, this woman deserves so much from me.
Oh.
So you, your family, everybody under your lineage, I'm indebted to all of them.
Oh, don't say that. Now you make me cry.
Muni case, come case, mommy. So that we work on that.
Yeah,
so
but
yes,
I am so proud of you, and
thank you.
congratulations.
Thank
And
you
I pray
so
that this year you get more sponsors,
Yeah.
you know, especially cash sponsors, so you move to a bigger place.
Yes, please.
And more young people, well, but then the young entrepreneurs themselves can contribute to it because they have to own it.
Yeah.
You know, every little, you may not get big sponsorship from the big names, but you yourself, young entrepreneurs, you can sponsor it. You don't have to be an award winner.
Yes,
You know, sponsor it yourself to make it big, to own it, to be a part of it, to treasure it. Because I will never forget the excitement. Your first award. I remember my first ever award in 1997.
Hey.
You know, it's still there. Me faint diagro. Me faint diagro cry. So when I started, and then recently I saw one. I was awarded by the AMA, what, best news reporter, current affairs, Greater Accra. Signed by,
I think you posted that
I
one.
posted it. I am from far away, you know. But congratulations. So
Thank you
what
so
is the
much.
next step? What is the dream in wrapping up? What have you got to say to young people? Because from yours, it's from grace to grass, and now going up to grace again.
Yes. I would want young people to know that they are not too young to start something. They are not too young to achieve something. A lot of older people have this habit of saying that you are too young to lead. You are too young to be here. Why are you too young and you are the one in charge of this? And that makes young people feel small where they are. All that I want to say is that you are not too small for anything. God can choose to bless anybody he wants. He doesn't need any confirmation or anybody's opinion about it.
Yeah.
If you dream about something, you see, no matter how big it is, start.
Yeah.
You would definitely get there. Maybe not at the time that you want, but in the long run, you are going to get there. So you have to start right now. As I said, the best time to plant a tree was like 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And get into business more, because financial freedom, Mom, you know what it brings.
Yeah.
Financial freedom gives you a say.
I tell you.
Financial freedom allows you to do what you want, and you are not going to dance to anybody's tune.
Yeah.
Some people are preaching, be assertive, be assertive. If you don't have money, you can't be assertive. Debbie.
Yeah.
They said every person has a voice, but money gives the volume.
Thank you. Maybe what be? You know, her mother at the awards, her mother walked to me and said,
No.
I give her to you.
Didn't you tell her that you've already stolen me?
I told her. I said, imagine did that. Or you're trouble. So now you're day. You know, James, your brother, cameraman, you know what he said to me? Mommy, who's who baby? Who didn't yama befi?
Yeah.
So we have a little package for you. But I just want to celebrate you this month of love, because you're giving a lot of love. You didn't, apart from your parents, you've been through a lot, but still you decided to give love by bringing together young entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs. You are doing so much for them. So we just also honoring them, this award.
Yeah.
I will never forget that. And I told you, don't underestimate what you've done. Somebody's first award as an entrepreneur, a woman's first award, she will never forget it. And that is spurring them on to do greater things. So we want to celebrate you too. We have this food package from Zesuza Food Catering Services. And I just ordered them to me, so you know, this is it. This is a full package. It's a full package, everything. We just want you to eat.
Daruma already.
I tell you, enjoy it because you deserve it. This is for you.
Thank you so much.
And this is also a package, because to sweeten, to give your life from, that's GH Perfume Mall at East Legon. Yes. And then, of course, from the man that you introduced to me, who's become a son to me as well. That's Liz Jumbo Aromatics. This is a diffuser. It just, this is it.
If you
Also
any
for
fee.
you. If you any fee.
Thank
Also,
you.
Udian can you say me malby, but I actually me malby.
Magic.
In fact, you do it to the house. I message my dear.
Me the best
You know, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Wish you the
Thank you
best.
so much.
And congratulations, ladies. Wish you the best. Don't worry, one day you also find yourself here. Just keep doing, just keep pushing. You'll never know when my eyes will catch you. My eyes will catch you. I only pray for strength and continuous support and sponsorship. And in your small way, you can also come and sponsor us to keep us going. All right, I'll be back with a bit of me. You know, I have 3 charities. My first charity, which will be 11 years this year, 2022, is the Girl in Need Foundation. Now, my foundation, I don't target to brilliance. No, you don't have to be a brilliant student to benefit from the Girl in Need Foundation. And people wonder why. The reason is my own example. You see, when you are so broken, when you are so distraught, when you have no hope, when you have no help, when you are in such a toxic environment or painful situation, you can't give off your best. No, you can't give off your best. And I thank God I took that decision, because we've seen girls who walk into our office broken suddenly become so confident and bold. We see some of them who were not doing so well in school and they were being called names, suddenly performing so well. And that is life. You know, my theme for the year is broken but beautiful. In our brokenness, our beauty is not seen. In our brokenness, everything good in us seems to be lost. In our brokenness, we look, quote unquote, ugly. But you see, in our brokenness, if we open our eyes, we see our beauty. Our beauty is in there. It's just that the brokenness has overshadowed us. And we are projecting the brokenness. And so no one is seeing the beauty. It takes a few special eyes to see the beauty in us, irrespective. So today I tell you, woman, dare to show your beauty, even in your brokenness. Dare to take bold steps, even in your most challenging times. Dare to stay unique, beautiful, amazing, confident, bold, even in your broken times. Because it's life. It is life. I wish that brokenness will never happen to us, but it will happen to us. But we must not let it overshadow us. We must not let it take all the good things that we are, our worth, our self-worth and dignity. We must not let that brokenness take it away from us. So this year, stay beautiful, stay amazing, stay worthy, stay being a wow, that's a woman of wonder, irrespective of what comes your way. I remain the woman with super crazy faith in God. I am a wow. Yes, I know it, irrespective of all my challenges. Because you know what? I know God has given us wisdom, and we must apply it. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.